Hello friends, this is Shipra Agarwal from Just Tutors. So today we are going to learn about microorganisms, friends or a foe. So these are the objectives that we are going to cover in today's session. First one, we are going to learn about harmful microorganisms. Then we will be learning about how to preserve the food, and then we will going to learn about the nitrogen fixation and the cycle. Let's get started. So these are some pre-assessment questions, so you can pause the video and try these questions. There you go. There we have the answers for your pre-assessment questions, and you can match with your answers. I hope you have done a really good job in trying all these questions. So let's get started with the lesson. So first of all, what do you understand by harmful microorganisms? That is harmful or that can cause us damage. These are microorganisms. We can say that. So the pathogens or the germs that causes diseases in the plants or in the animals as well, we call it as pathogens or harmful microorganisms, and they can enter into our body through various sources, that is through food, water, air, or having some physical contact. And these diseases that is being spreaded by these microbes is called as communicable diseases. And some example of these diseases are cholera, common cold, chickenpox, tuberculosis. So virus spread in the air from person suffering from a common cold, and it can be transmitted to a healthy person while we are breathing. Now, what are the other ways of transmission? So, or how you can protect yourself from these carriers. So you should take care of something, some proper hygiene while you are being in the surroundings, so you can avoid the stagnant water in the breeding ground, as that is been having the mosquitoes. So don't let accumulate the water anywhere. And we should always cover our nose and mouth with an handkerchief whenever anybody sneezes or coughs in our vicinity. Now, let's understand what are the diseases that's been transmitted through air. First of all, it's measles, that is been caused by the virus. Then we have the chickenpox, polio, and then we have the tuberculosis that's been caused by the bacteria. Tuberculosis is also named as TB in short. So these all are the diseases that's been spread in the air. You can have the infection. So to avoid that, you can avoid physical contact with the patient or with his or her belongings. So even if your sister or brother is having the chickenpox, try to avoid the contact with them. Then we have the diseases that's been spreaded through water, that is cholera, typhoid, and hepatitis B. So hepatitis B, the major prevention method for that is vaccination and drinking boiled water. So while you are having the diseases through water, so the prevention can be try to have the proper hygiene, have the boiled water, and eat healthy food, and keep your surroundings neat and tidy. Now, what are the diseases that's been caused in the animals and the plants? So we have the disease like foot and mouth disease in the cattle that's been caused by the virus. Then we have the anthrax that is caused by the bacteria, and in the plants we see the diseases like citrus canker and yellow wen. And next, the third is the rust of wheat that's been caused by the fungi. Basically, these are being transmitted by the air or the insects in the plants that we see that. So, how to preserve our food? As we have been diseased, if like, so to prevent our food to being infected or have the good storage, we use the preservatives, and that can be natural or a chemical that avoid the growth of the microorganism in your food. So for the examples are salt, you can use salt, vinegar, sugar, and to for having the preservatives for the meat amla like mangoes, tamarind, fish, we use the salt. And for having the jams and squashes to preserve them, we use the sugar. Then sugar prevents the moisture from the food, thereby protecting it from microbes. So that's why we are using these natural sources to preserve our food. And other than that, you can also use the boiling, as we boil the milk to avoid the having the microbes in that. Or you can try the refrigeration. We use keep the vegetables in the refrigerator. So these are all the food preservative methods. Then the next topic that we are going to learn about is nitrogen fixation and nitrogen cycle. So the process of conversion of nitrogen, of atmospheric nitrogen to ammonia, which is required by many plants, is called as nitrogen fixation. So in the atmosphere, we are having just the atmospheric nitrogen that is not directly accessed from the environment. So we are going to convert that nitrogen that is being used by the plants and animals. So brew green algae and the bacteria in the soil convert this atmospheric nitrogen to the nitrogen compounds. So let's learn more about your nitrogen fixation cycle. So as you can see, we have the nitrates in the soil. So these plants obtain these nitrates from the soil, and then the animals eat these plants, which after decomposition being converted into the atmospheric nitrogen. So these clouds, after having their rain, converts these nitric acid into, and then it's been converted back into the soil, and this cycle continues forever. So nitrogen cycle, nitrogen gas is a byproduct which gets released to the atmosphere, and thus making the nitrogen atmosphere constant. Now we have some practice questions, so you can try all of these questions. You can pause the video and try them. There you go, your answers are there. I hope you have done a pretty amazing job in trying all these questions and trying all these topics. So that's all for today. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Thanks. And for more videos, you can just visit justtutors.com. Thank you.